Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to Captain of Industry, where it's been a while, but we're still trying to make ourselves a rocket ship to go to space on this little island here. So far so good. The people, relatively happy. The machinery hasn't collapsed in on itself. And last time we built this really cool oil setup that allows us to have pretty much all the fuel and fuel-related products we want. So, we're all good to rock and roll. So today, we're going to use a lot more of that fuel, building a super massive power plant, and then we're gonna get to the next big phase of the game, Construction Parts 3, which then gets us into the big trucks, and most importantly, sausage production. Eventually, anyway. Step 1 for now is to remember to leave a like, and if you enjoy the music in this video, check out my Spotify, because that's the music you're listening to right now. So the link is in the description for that. All right though, fuel time. We got it all, and we just finished gas combustion, and we just got this bad boy, which takes any kind of fuel and turns it into steam. And with the steam, we can activate this turbine, which in turn activates the power generator. And that makes a good chunk of power. One of these makes 360 kilowatts. Our power rate now is 1.08 megawatts. So like 2 of these is pretty much our entire power grid. Well, 3 of them, you get what I mean. And then we have mechanical power storage. Yes, if we're building a power plant, that's what we want. So that's the first stage. And then looking towards the big goal, what else do we need? A food market. Well, we do need that, but no, we need to get into steel smelting. But power first, or else we cannot activate anything. All right, so where do we put a giant power plant? Well, probably not near the city, and we probably want to expand on it later on. So we want a power plant over here. To the left here, we have iron and our production chain stuff, so that's a little too busy. So through a process of elimination, we're working over here, baby. And it doesn't look like things are too difficult. One high pressure turbine uses 24 steam, and we get steam from that boiler, where we get 48 of it. Easy. So let's go a little overkill, and we'll put down 2 of these, and I guess we'll pipe over all the fuel and stuff later. And then with that, we go into the turbines. And doing some quick math, we can make 4 of these. Wait, can we connect these together? I think so. Let's give ourselves a little room. 1 there. That does connect, good. So then we'll just connect up all 4 of you bad boys like so, and it's done. Hook that all up with a pipe. Things are going well. Last part of the power plant is the power generator itself. And if each of these makes 1 megawatt of mechanical power, each of these takes 500 kilowatts, that means we can have 8 of these. So it's 2 per turbine. All right. Cool. That's a wonky little power plant, but I suppose it'll do. And then what's going on here? We needed water as well, 48 water per machine. Easy. We have water reservoirs for that. Groundwater pump, 48 every 60 seconds, perfect. We're built right on water. Almost like this was planned, almost. So that just means we can throw 2 of these. Like so. Just give ourselves a little bit of room. And plug each into each of these machines over here. So you go to there. You go to here. And that is done skis. Power plant, good to go. Oh, except for the most important thing, the oil. So let's make a giant storage tank for that. And then what do we want to burn? Let's see here. What are we making the most of? We got light oil. We have 12 times 4 machines. That's 48 light oil. That's not a lot, is it? How many burners can 48 light oil deal with? So 1 of these boilers in a little bit. You know, we could just use multiple different oil types. Like, we're not using the light, heavy, or medium oil for anything. It's just being burnt off or dumped into the ocean. So, heck, I'll just bring a couple pipes over and we'll call it a day. Oh, didn't really look at the distance here. A to B, bit far, but whatever. It's a power plant. It's the most necessary build in the entire game. We gotta get her done. Oh wait, hold up. I realized there is a big problem that we need to solve first. So I have done some adjustments. Number 1, big smokestacks, because they're a little bit more cost efficient. Number 2, we have to get rid of this low steam. So now that's all going to big smokestack. And number 3, and probably the most important, is we need tons and tons of fluid storage. Not just for the, what's it called? The fuel, but for water as well. I have heard in the comments time and time again that, hey, Kibs, watch out, water, spooky. You're gonna run out soon. So you know what? All right, we will build the storage tanks. Maybe like smaller ones, but something like that. And we'll have 2 fluid tanks here as well for the types of fuel we bring over. That's just a little bit better. Now version 1 is complete. Look at it, it's beautiful. Got rid of the 2 water tanks, we just have 1. It's fine, probably. And I just put in a larger pipe. I've only brought over the light oil so far, and that might be all I bring over, but I'll get to that in a second, because check this out. We also unlocked this stuff, the flywheel. It's so basic, but pretty much the extra momentum from these guys when they're spinning gets stored in here like a battery. And our power is looking really good. Almost 4 megawatts. We have 4x the amount of power we had when we started. That is, if this thing would actually run. Like sometimes it pitter patters, sometimes we see some turbines spinning. Please, spin. Do it for the audience. They want to see spin. Oh, no spin, only cry. Why? What's going wrong? Well, it's just we don't have enough light oil. It's not like our system can't make enough. It's just we don't have enough crude oil. So we have this ship that goes out to sea, and it goes to this oil rig. I've leveled it up to level 4. There's plenty of oil here. It's just our little tugboat is not able to bring enough here to satiate the demand from our factories here. So I've tried building in tons of storage, but it's just not enough. So I don't know. We need a bit of a plan B. I think we're gonna have to mix up our fuel sources. So we'll have 1 gas boiler, but then we'll switch out the other one to be a coal boiler, just so we have some consistency with the power system. So it's the exact same thing, uses the exact same numbers, but it uses coal instead of oil. And then I'm hoping, since this machine can take any type of oil product, that if we just brought over another like heavy oil line and plugged it in, maybe it'll work and the pipe won't go crazy. Okay, well, do we have spin? Do we have the win? See, this is spinning. I see we have the coal thing in here. Got a bin delivering it in there. Power, please. These are, oh, there we go. A spin. We're doing it. We're making the actual power this time. Unfortunately, we're using coal, but like, whatever, dude. We had to get this power going. It was super, super necessary. Plus, I think the oil stuff worked. Just each of these products needs to take their turn. So the pipe can only have 1 type of oil in it at a time, right? So all the light oil has to be used up before the heavy oil gets used, and vice versa. So yeah, it's technically working. It's not working perfectly. Well, that's kind of the nature of this game, to be honest. Speaking of things not working perfectly. Oh boy, while I was waiting for this to get built, I had to go through my usual check of seeing, hey, what's exploding in our world today? And there's a lot. Number 1, one of the reasons we didn't have a lot of fuel coming here was because I was throwing it out. So all of these systems were throwing out and burning the light and crude and whatever oils, right? Like there it goes. But instead what I've done is I've hooked up a pipe balancer, which you can set priorities for. So now the light oil has to go through here, and same with the heavy oil, and it's prioritized to go to the power plant before it gets dumped. So that is mission critical. And the other little issue was over this way. This is our copper setup. I actually left it for you guys to see. I don't know when I did this, but I didn't connect the pipes here to the water. So half of the copper setup shouldn't be working, but how's there copper there? It's impossible. There's what? Oh my God, I can't believe this has been happening. The water is staying full because trucks are delivering water to this. Oh no, that wasted so much fuel. Oh, Fast games. Why? Why do you do this? All is well and good though. The smokestacks are burning over here. All those other problems dealt with. We are spinning. And now we have enough power to work on the next big project. Steel, which will lead us into the construction parts Mark III. So let's go ahead. Let's start that research up and get to it. So how do you make steel? It's probably pretty simple. Like anything in this game is simple, right? Oxygen furnace? That's how we make steel. So we need, it looks like molten iron, oxygen, and then that makes the steel. So we have to set up an iron setup like these, and then lead it into this. But then we need oxygen. Is the air not full of oxygen? Like, do we need a machine for that? Of course we need a machine for that. Air separator. Okay, that's pretty straightforward. Makes 36 oxygen. Each machine takes 18 oxygen. All right, GG easy. We make 2 of these and build the system out. We're gonna build it over here because this is our iron deposit and we have all of our iron stuff going on right next door. Plus, this is our construction part system. And once we have the new construction parts, we're just gonna add the construction part 3s on top of here. Okay, cool. Let's do the iron stuff first. We can build this like over here. Okay. And that gets us the molten iron. The molten iron goes into the oxygen furnace. Simple enough. We just gotta give things room because we have lots of pipes and exhausts to deal with. Plus, this thing makes slag. So we're gonna have to run a belt then over to here. Gotcha. Then the oxygen thing. Please don't be a chonky boy. Okay, it's pretty chonky, but it could have been chonkier. Is anything missing from this system? The inputs, and also storage. Let's just throw the storage over there, because all the steel will eventually just head over here into this system. The slag, again, can just go into this slag belt and into our concrete production. So we're probably just gonna wanna have a bridge to make sure everything can move and groove where it needs to. Let's throw that down there. Oh wait, no, that's not it. We need one more machine. This makes molten steel. It doesn't actually make the steel ingots. We need some kind of like cooling rack. Cooled caster. Of course a new machine, because it needs water. No biggie. Cooled caster, scoots in here. We need to bring water into here, oxygen to there, steam outputs everywhere, and then the molten stuff goes all the way through until here to there. Yeah, simple, right? Well, it could have been until I decided, hey, let's quadruple it up, because we're gonna need steel probably forever. So it's the same line of machines, except there's just 4 of them now. Also, we needed to use 2 of the oxygen creators, and that's that. Belt working stuff, it is relatively easy. Like, one of the things you can do is you can flip the buildings, which makes life so much better. So like a cooled caster here. Yeah, you can flip it like this. So you can have one there, flip it, other there, easy peasy. So I did a lot of that in this system, which helped out. It's just hard keeping track of everything when it's all blue, but soon it shall be red hot with molten steel. All we gotta do is construct it. So unpause, where are the trucks? Send them in. There they are. Got this bridge in built first. And oh, all of our construction parts are right next door, so it's just, it's like a swarm. And an extremely productive one at that, because the build is complete. Now, does it actually work? So I've balanced out all of the inputs, so all of these should work at once, and no problems should occur. Iron goes up the reverse slide. Good. Stage 1 operating. Molten material moving through to make steel. Oh, and the steel has like the giant cask thing, or whatever it's called. I want to see the animation play out. Ooh. Dude, I love the graphics in this game. All these little details are awesome. So it sits in there for 5 minutes, then it gets dumped into there. I guess like purifying the iron. Then off to this, dumped into there to make bars. You have the little water sprayer things too. Is that it? Have we made steel? I'm just sitting here waiting for the problem to happen. But no, all the machines just worked. We're making steel. This is going too well. Where's the problem? The water's working fine. The slag from these guys is scooting. Oh, wait, there it is. Ah, ha, ha. You thought you could hide. I see you. I see you. There we go. One belt wasn't connected properly. Was that seriously the only problem? Man, if that was the only problem in the whole system, this is a miracle. Actual miracle. I think it actually was too. Wow, our masterpiece works pretty much first try. Not gonna lie, pretty happy about this. And right on cue, construction 3 unlocked, and we have the new construction parts we can automate. Oh, and it's super simple. It's just steel and then construction parts mark 2. You'll love to see it. Means we just need to belt half of the construction part mark 2s from here to there. And then the steel from storage just scoots over from right next door. And that's pretty much done. Construction parts mark 3 are fully automated and being stored. Plus we have plenty of steel for future projects, and even a power plant that almost kind of works. So I say we've done pretty well today, and that's gonna be all. So I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for watching, but have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.